Thank you for joining. Marcia Scott live again. Where are you joining from? Remember, always put where you're joining from. And another thing that I like you to put is one of the four mantras. One of our four mantras. Everything is always working out for me. I am my best thing. I am worthy and I am enough. You know, when I say those mantras over and over again, and sometimes even we think we don't think about them as they should. But when you really think about it, everything is always working out for me. Yes, even when it looks a certain way, yes, it does. I am my best thing. Not you, not she, not the job, not the house, not the I am my best thing. I am enough just as I am. I am just enough just as I am. And I'm worthy. Bring it on. I'm worthy. Bring it on. Label me. I am worthy. Call me by my role. I am worthy. Worthy. Call me by the mistakes I've made. I am worthy. Bring out my imperfection. I am still worthy because I am just worthy because I'm worthy. We had some amazing chats the last couple of weeks with none other but Mr. Shani Gray. And the reason why I love those chats so much is I really wanted you to hear from someone who's experiencing this, who's knowing and understanding and going through life as it should. I really wanted you to get that perspective. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. I really had a great time. And I want to say, bless you wherever you are, Sash. Bless you. And I thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate that. And if she was of any blessing to you when she was here for those couple of weeks, just send a heart and let me know. Just send a heart. And as we move forward, that went so well. I'm going to invite others and I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this more often because sometimes you need to hear from someone else, someone other than myself. But I want to talk to us today about something that we normally, we sweep it under the rug. Something that's uncomfortable to talk about because it's just uncomfortable to talk about. And I don't want you to get riled up about it either. I want you to be at ease with it. What happens when you build? You really put your all into something. You didn't put it halfway, you put it full time. You thought you were hearing from the divine and you thought you were following guidance, so you did it. And then it comes crashing before you. It doesn't look like what you thought it should have looked like. It doesn't smell like, it doesn't look like, it doesn't even appear to be anything like you have envisioned. What happens when that happens? Is it saying that I'm not on the right path? Is it saying that I'm not hearing the divine how I should? Is it saying that everything really isn't working out for me? Is it saying that maybe this thing that I'm saying, I'm not my best thing? Maybe there's some truth to it. Is it saying that maybe I'm not worthy for this? Maybe, or I'm just not enough. I need to do something else. What happens? What do you say to yourself? Or what can you do for yourself in this spiritual journey to move you over the hump of some seeming? And remember, I use that word seeming failure or disaster when you have put your best foot out and you thought you were doing the right thing. So I like to look on this on the perspective of an eagle. And here's the eagle. The eagle is flying. And the eagle is just flying and soaring away. Just soaring away. And then the eagle thinks he's in the right path and he's master of the sky. and a crow comes along. And the crow comes along, perches itself at the neck of the eagle because that's how the crow gets its prey. It takes off the head. So it crouches itself at the neck of the eagle and it starts pecking, pecking, pecking. But the eagle thought he was in the right place at the right time, doing the right. I'm an eagle now. I'm an eagle. I'm flying like an eagle. I am doing what eagles do. I soar. But here comes this crow to show the world that I'm not anything. So what does the eagle do? Does the eagle turn around and start fighting it? So it starts crumbling. So you start fighting whatever you think is crumble. So it's the boss, and you go and you start fighting the boss. And I'm going to make you see that I am good enough. And I'm going to make you see that I did the work right. And I'm going to make them understand. Or it's a client, and you're going to let them see. Or it's the business, and you went and you had all this plan with the business, and everything is going right. And you're going to you're going to fix this. I am going to fix this. No matter what it costs, I am going to fix this because this cannot be happening. It cannot be breaking down before me. I cannot have a crow on the back of my neck because I'm an eagle. I've been doing the spiritual work. I've done the practices. I'm praying and cleansing and detoxing myself every day. And then this crow comes on my back. This crow comes on my back. I do the exam and I fail. Oops. I go to the interview and they say no. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I go and I thought I had everything. This bank asks me for everything and I have everything in place. And what? I'm not getting the loan I need for this project? I've done everything else and I'm not getting the loan? Or I go into work and for no apparent reason, they're going to let me go? Let me go? Me who spend the extra hours, who do this, who do this, who do that, they're going to let me go? Or I applied to the school and I didn't get through? I just didn't get through. What happens when you have invested in yourself? When you know how to live life with ease, when you have watched the portals of your mind, what happens then? What happens for you? What are you going to do? So what are you going to do? What are you going to do now? It's crumbling. It's crumbling before you. I thought this was okay. I thought it was going right. I thought we had a good relationship. And after 30 years, you're going to come and tell me, after 20 years, you walking out? I thought I was putting a lot into this relationship. What happens? I'm in the last trimester of this pregnancy, and now is when I'm losing the baby? Now is when I'm having a miscarriage? What happens? How do I show up again in the world? Because I have failed, so to speak. How do I show up again in the world? Tell me how to do this. I don't know how to do this. The crow is on my neck. So let's learn a lesson from this eagle. Doesn't fight it. Doesn't turn around and fight the crow and turn around and tell the critics what is happening and the judgmental people what is happening. It doesn't turn around and say, oh, I'm not going to do this exam anymore. I'm not going to. You have the opportunity to retake it. I'm not going to retake it. And I'm going to be so fearful because I don't know. I just can't because I did everything right the first time. It doesn't say, no, I'm not going to try to get pregnant again because there's a child in me that needs to be birthed. It doesn't say, no, I'm not going to rebuild the business. That's not what the eagle does. Look at what the eagle does. The eagle just keep going higher and higher and higher in consciousness. The eagle goes higher and higher and higher. And as it soars higher, the crow can no longer take the atmospheric pressure, which is much less now as it goes high, and it has to fall off. That's the same thing you're going to have to do. You're just going to have to go higher. You're just going to have to dig deeper into this spirituality. You're going to just have to practice more. You're just going to have to move your mind from a state of problem into a state of solution, a state of results, a state of forward movement, a state of knowing that it is going to work out just fine. You have to move your mind from this state. And when you go higher and higher, and you move your mind into this state of being and knowing, then guess what? Guess what? Things are going to start lining up for you once more. And you can now look on yourself again and say, I'm an eagle. I'm really an eagle. I'm not an eagle because I just want to flap my wings and say to everybody, come look at the eagle. No, and crows won't come on my back. Crows will come on my back. And things sometimes will crumble and things will not go the way I expected it to go. But guess what? I won't get distracted because I'm an eagle. I'm not going to let that boss let me get distracted. I'm not going to let the loss, me losing this baby, make me get distracted. I'm not going to make the accusation, they're accusing me of something. I am not going to let that get me distracted. You cannot let that get you distracted. What you have to do is soar higher and higher and higher. And as you go higher and higher in consciousness, as you lock yourself off from the noise and chatter of the crow on the back, as you move away from the sight into the insight of that which is to come, what happens is the crow will just fall away. You don't have to fight it. Stop fighting. Stop fighting it. Just go higher in consciousness. And as you move higher in consciousness, your world around you starts transforming. Your entire world around you start transforming. People might not even understand you anymore. They really don't. But it's not for you to explain your greatness. It's for you to live the greatness and for others to try to give it some sort of explanation. Your only purpose is to be the great eagle that you are and keep going higher and keep going higher. And whatever comes on your back, let it come. Whatever seemingly didn't work through, let it pass. Because a failure is not really a failure. What it is an opportunity for you to go higher. So try going higher. Try moving up. Try to allow yourself not to be distracted of the things that are lower down, but try your best to move forward. And I say move beyond try because I don't like the word try anymore because trying is a loitering stage. I say just do it. Command the words that come out of your mouth. Command the thoughts that you think. Command the life that you expect to come into being. And when you command that, you will now be an attractor for the people, the places, and the conditions that are necessary for this wonderful dream of yours to grow. When you plant a seed in the soil alone just can't make it grow. It takes more than that. It needs certain condition. It needs the right type of soil. It needs some moisture. It needs these variables that it needs. And it's the same thing for you. when you are cultivating a life of excellence, there are certain things that are needed. And what is needed is for you to practice certain spiritual principle that is going to allow you to command the life, this life that you are knowing that is yours. It's not somebody else's life, it's your life. It's not somebody else's dream, it's your dream. Don't second guess yourself about your dream. Don't settle for mediocrity about your desire. Don't talk yourself down to make others feel good about themselves. What you need to do, like the eagle, instead of turning around and saying to the crow and belittling yourself to the crow so it comes off your back, or instead of turning around and fussing with the crow and start cursing at the crow, instead of blaming the crow or complaining about a crow that's on your back, just soar higher and higher and higher, and suddenly there won't be any crows anymore because it will be dissolved. I thank you very much for joining tonight. And I also thank you for sharing. And as I said, this is our live session. And I want you to live in this now moment and to experience your eagle excellence in this now moment. So let us go into meditation. Simply close your eyes. Allow yourself to be relaxed. Allow yourself to be at ease. Be thankful for now. Be thankful for this gentle moment of now. And as you breathe in, slowly release. Again, breathing in and slowly release. Once more, breathing in and slowly release. Remember, all you need to meditate is just to be in a comfortable position. Your spine nice and straight. And you allow yourself to observe your mind. So you give the mind something to do. And this is why you focus on the breath. Every breath is a breath of love. Every breath is a breath of life. So breathing in long and deep and slowly release. Once again, breathing in long and deep and slowly release. And now I would invite you to bring that dream, that desire into your mind's eye. Focus on the crow on your back. Don't focus on the seeming failure. Focus on the dream that you were given, the purpose for which you came. And as it comes in, allow it to fill your heart with love and breathe out. Again, bring that dream and purpose within your heart. Fill it with love and breathe out. Once more, bring that purpose within your heart. Breathing in and breathe out. Again, bring that purpose, that desire within your heart. See it fulfilled. Know that it is fulfilled. And now breathe in one last breath of gratitude and thanksgiving for the fulfillment of your desire. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Once more, breathing in and slowly breathing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining. And remember, if this meant something to you, then don't just like it, but like and share. And then go on my website. And when you go on the website, you go for one main reason, to book a free coaching session so I can guide you. I can guide you on this spiritual journey. And you can sign up for one of our lovely programs, which are just guides. All they are just guides. And if you forget everything else, start your day with prayer and meditation. It's the way you cleanse your mind. It's the way you cleanse who you are. It's your detoxing time. And to help you with this, I have a meditation on YouTube called Meditation for Intention. Just go look for Marcia Scott and look for meditation with intention and use that meditation daily, every morning for the next 7 days, and use it along with your prayer, and just allow yourself to have that time in the morning to just be still, to detox, and to be ready for the day. Last week I shared with you about my experience of looking on myself in that rear view mirror and saying, this is it. I took a little bit of faith and I made a decision to move forward. I invite you, move forward with your life, no matter what is on your back, no matter what it looks like when it crumbles, and soar higher. And you soar higher when you decide, when you make a decision that mediocrity is no longer the way